Welcome everyone. Thank you for the introduction. And so my name is Wim Goris. I work with Netherlands Food Partnership, previously known as AgriProFocus by some. And our new slogan, that's new, transforming food systems together. And we chose this because that's what we do in low and middle income countries, mostly Africa and also in Asia. So we get funding. So we're not a company. Marco said we're an organization, stichting in Dutch. We get our money from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and also from the Ministry of Agriculture, and they both enable us to pursue this purpose, and that's so going towards zero hunger, of course. I said already, we work mostly in Africa, East Africa, West Africa, Indonesia, and that's the main country in Asia today. And we always work together. We support collaboration because we believe that, well, you can't change big issues like food systems on your own. You need joint efforts. And that's what we do. We support joint efforts like FORQLAB. Okay, now I want to see hands. How many people recognize this model? And that's maybe half. So from Hall Larenstein students recognize it. It's in your training. And Haas students, do they recognize it? No, they do. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Okay, and in Holland students also recognize it? Or you use a different model? Huh? You don't recognize it. Okay. Good. Can somebody explain what the food system approach, what it is? Maybe somebody from Larenstein, from Hall Larenstein. Anyone? Well, this is quite basic today. This is what we do, what we work at. It's in the middle, you see, of course, the value chain with all the actors. And at the top, you see the socioeconomic drivers that define, the value chain or the production chain. And at the bottom, the environmental drivers. But what we're interested in is this part. It's this is what makes us reach zero hunger in 2030. It's the food security, the food system outcomes. So it's affordability, access, and availability and quality of food. So that's where we are. And food losses, of course, are a part of this system. They occur in the middle. In some countries, it happens at the start, and some other countries, it happens here at the table or in the fridge, and that's what we have as a challenge. If you want to learn more about this, we have some videos for you on the NFP online platform. I'll show you then where you can find them. So actually, Netherlands Food Partnership is a small team. We have a lot of friends. We have external experts who can help us, and we work with strategic partners. The Dutch universities of applied sciences and their partners in Kenya or in other countries as partners. So that's where we want to collaborate with. We have two teams in our organization. I'm in both, because I help organize an e-course of food system transformation, where we use the model, of course. I'm also supporting two partnerships. This one, FORQLAB, and the other one is on dairy. It's also happening in East Africa. Today we talk more on FORQLAB. Oh, here's a glass pane. I think the relation between the two, well, community engagement, organizing activities for everyone, is like a starting point. It's where people meet, come up with ideas for joint action between organizations. So it works like a funnel. This is the e-course I mentioned. I don't think we have participants in the room. And that is because we focus on food professionals, agri-food professionals. So once you graduated, you could join us next year or the year after. I was the guy responsible for going through the 1,200 applications and bringing it down to the max capacity we have, 700 something. So we did not accept students. We did promote professionals working in low and middle income countries, and or people working in organizations in the north working for the south. That's it's a mixed group. It's a young group, so 50% is under 35. That's considered young in according to FAO definitions, and a diverse group of stakeholders. I think Dan Vreeburg has signed up. We can ask him later. I recognize his name.
I'm lagging behind though.
Oh, this is a catch-up week. That's why I have time for us today. Yeah. So the second part, it's about partnerships, supporting coalitions. Well, we expect these collaborations, partnerships to have joint objectives, and we add our support strategy to it. We want to bring them further, to accelerate, or to help them systematize their results and their visibility. So, big chunk of my work is in the communication part, the visibility. I'm not going to read everything here. You'll get the presentations, also the people online, so you can watch it back later. About FORQLAB. So this is an example of a group of organizations, and behind these 6 universities, we have cooperatives, we have the partners of the cooperatives, we have local government. There's a lot around it, producing dairy for the domestic market or avocados for export and local markets, I think, not sure. They have their joint goals. Marco already mentioned it in more detail. And this is again what we add to it. What we add, we support it. So we have these funds, we can use them for an inception workshop, which was not originally planned. And the scoping by Agriterra was a bright idea from Peter to have like a starting point, because the cooperatives are very important in the food system. And also, if we want to tackle this problem of food losses, to answer the 2 research questions, implement technical solutions, and also the governance part, how to organize that losses are lower, reduced. We need we need a starting point. So that was a request to Agriterra to help us with an X-ray to see what the organizations, the cooperatives are today, and what they need in the coming years. It's not that we will help them forward, but FORQLAB could do something, and other organizations. Communication, I mentioned it already. That's NFP Connects. I think it's the next slide. Yes. So some videos that we already have from summaries of thesis of last year, and the report from in Holland. So We created a dedicated page on the NFP Connect platform, and that's for you. We expect that your products, your knowledge products, your theses will be there. So I guess you first have them in your own institution, because that's part of an educational process. But we also want them on our website. And actually, I don't think people read a lot, so we need a summary. And we would like to see video summaries. And that's that's on offer. I think at the end of so that would be next year. I think we'll have a final publication, and easy to read, with lots of photos. We should take a photo today, of course. And that's what we usually do to capture the lessons, the insights, for students, for the educational institutes, but most especially for the cooperatives and their partners.